The analogy they use replays in my head on a daily. Imagine this. You're a glass of water, pure, clean, perfect, and untouched. But every time you do something with a guy, it's like you're putting dirt in your glass of water. And you don't want to give a dirty glass of water to your husband, do you? Of course not.
Growing up as a young woman in the evangelical church,
my sex education background was heavily influenced by shame culture and purity culture.
Hearing it from my church, my parents, and my school.
They would always tell all the girls in Bible class and things like that.
If I had sex before marriage, I would be tainted and dirty and used up, and no good Christian man was ever going to want to be with me.
I've found a lot of identity in it, a lot of pride in my virginity.
They would take a piece of tape
out and they would start sticking it on everybody's arm
to the point where it was unusable. And then they would say
that
you are the piece of tape. And when you stick to more things, you lose your bonding power. You lose your inherent
worth. That I was less valuable and less desirable than an untouched woman.
And that nobody would want unsticky tape.
Please your man and do all that.
People just say that to control you.
It was fear-based.
If we want that, then we're sluts. And we are worthless.
There was a boy that was sexually
harassed at the age of 7.
But after me and the boy who raped me broke up, I just went on this spree of sleeping with every single person that I could because I was already ruined.
I realized the hold that it still had on me.
The first time I have sex, I'm still going to feel a sense of shame because
just hearing that over and over makes it really difficult for me to open up to someone physically, and that has really impacted my relationships emotionally as well.
Every time we get even close, I have a panic attack and I start crying. And
I have a disconnect between my brain and my body because of messages I've received about my body.
We're these precious flowers. And
I was told that this was all the will of God. It was the word of God. And that God said that your worth is in your virginity.
That turned into a message for me that something had been taken from me without my permission that would make my husband love me less.
There's nothing about sex that's giving a part of yourself away. You're never giving a part of yourself away. If anything, you're learning more of yourself. You're gaining more of yourself. But at the very least, you don't lose anything. And that's what we were taught